Let's bring you our first story. And after close to a month of enjoying clean water from the recovering river Ankobra following the ban on Galamsey in 2017, residents and resorts in the catchment of River Ankobra want the river protected from any future pollution by small miners.
Now, residents and beach resort operators who spoke to City News' Western Regional Correspondent Akwesi Nimeje said life is so much better with the river in good color.
Now over 60 years of age, Awud Gruma spent most of his life in this cottage right at the banks of River Ankobra. Pondering over the good old days, Gruma tells me his first sight every morning was the beautiful Ankobra River. But all that changed with the emergence of illegal gold mining activities, generally referred to as Galamsey, in the area.
First, number of Musametire, what a booty, Omna Musuani, Omokoba, and Namibiba. So could I get Dawampu, no kids in order to Mrs. Yaba, the other way would be Yankoba down Sabaka. The Fitigam say bands any meaning. So Nina said behind us, says only Musubo de Bibia to crack. And then she says, "What about the Sassia for Sanapo de Umponanam?"
Gruma's experience with River Ankobra is also shared by other residents of Ankobra.
Me kuani nti ekoti ekura wonsuo na no nti na nsuo ne bi ne yesa no me de ye bibia ye kokompo bi ne ye de goso na so ebe 6 years and 7 years ya Galamsey bai no yakwa kura a kire yetopi ota ne de yakọ ye be sa nsuo adware mpo a kire yakoti bura wa wuram ansa ne asabi ne de ye bedware nti ye de ha we bi de amaye.
At first we use it to bath and we can drink some, but today we cannot drink or we cannot use it to bath, and we don't get any fish from the water.
Yeah, na mejuma ona na yesoje ho ye nam nde yentum nso cheka so nsupa na agya ye ejuma ena motie do biem ena moframa no wotum kom ona mde ndete be no moframa won konsunum ena neta woje ye ejuma nsunum no ekwa no wa chi ndete no etun de ya pe no wa fa net ni na net na ye ma no wa papai na net na sentinet me de no po wa sei no ogun suna no yentum fa nya ejima biom wa sei no ena time na fo mbe no watch nam wo ma ye mesafra ye ejima ye nya nam no to senda wo be di bakana mu no dama nam no wa ayo anam no o ye different three ni hinala.
The brownish Ankobra River, which until the ban on Galamsey was unusable for house chores and even to sustain the life of fingerlings, is today now improving, as can be seen. But residents here in Ankobra and fishermen tells me that the water still hasn't gotten to its perfect state, and asking government to actually monitor the activities of miners who have been allowed to continue their operations.
Before the government left the ban, I see the water is very clean at Ankobra over here, and we are very happy with that. Even people can even go to the water, even using a soap to bath with the clean water, everything. So when government have left the ban for that one day, I can't tell what will happen later.
Many Ankobra to supervisor, ewaha. Be 10 years ago no ye ba ha no yetumi di nsuo no ye didi wi a yetumi ko se nsuo ni bi kokoro yesa se pese be cleaning bi wa ha kwampo yetumi di nsuo ni bi ye bibia na duru emre bi no na Galamsey no ase ye nsuo no kora ye ntumi enye den ense nsuo ne fa anya hwi but mampeni ba mu no yetumi ahu se nsesa kakora aba Ankobra nsuo no mu be me fan say 2 months ago no nsuo no aye kama.
To be honest, we've seen improvement, and I think it's due to the effort of the government trying to ban the activities of the Galamsey. Yeah. I think that has been a bit improvement. It has brought a bit improvement in our lives now. Now the water is getting clearer, as you can see, because previously, prior to the action of the government, we were calling it Ankobra Tea River, because the color was not good at all. But now, thanks to the effort of the government, it's getting clearer. And as it's getting clearer, the fish we were getting, though it's not up to as it was before, but it is improving. We are appealing to the government and then even the assembly, the district assembly, to improve their effort in fighting the galamsey. Because we feel if this galamsey activities is halted, the river will come back to its normal distance, and then the life will improve.
Nana Amo, seen here cooling off in the now clean Ankobra, is a chief from Asanta, one of the communities on the banks of Ankobra, wants the water secured from surface miners.
This year, no, you shouldn't have fine. What to me the blue hole now home. You see, I'm going to say, crowd to me too. Our home, fine. A first and idea, into me fine your way. The person catch up and say, my son almost starting on. Omonche, my son will mean. Ya what the Omoquas assassinasi. And no one sends you. And now you what the Yeno assassinini. And no one sends you no. And no one sends you no. Until assassin no. And no one sends you. Until say, or share near statia. Who say, assassin for no, a gato for no. And no bomber moquine. Name ensure any assassin nidiano. And the sends you. And so a say assassin so. Until on Siziano.
Because of the good waves here at the Ankobra Beach Resort, the biggest attraction to this particular resort is surfing. But the quality of water sometimes over here, because of artisanal small-scale mining, is becoming a disadvantage in attracting surfers and guests to this particular resort.
The beach is close to the Ankobra River, and this is where mining activities are mainly done. And this is really affecting our beach because the pollution comes down to our beach and makes the sea very muddy, making it very difficult for our guests to swim or undertake any surfing lessons they wish to. For instance, one of our guests even cancelled his booking because the sea was very muddy, very bad, and we had to let him go because he's not interested to swim in a polluted sea. Yes, and the government intervened, and our sea has turned back to its beautiful nature.
Some patrons to the beach resorts attest to the improvement in the water quality after the ban on illegal mining.
Let's say 6 weeks ago, the water was muddy, it was brown, and now we see every day that the water quality improves. The water is getting clear again, it's getting blue. So when you sit on your surfboard, you can even see your toes now. Yeah? Before it was not possible because the water was so polluted. Now it's getting better and better.
The water is good now. Yes. I'm happy.
Despite these positive signs from the recovery of River Ankobra, the beach resort operator and resident of Ankobra feels a threat to their livelihood and business once again following the lifting of the ban on artisanal small-scale miners and the miners mobilizing to begin their operation.
The government has a reason for lifting the ban, but what we can say is the government has to really monitor if that's what he says. He should really strengthen the monitoring activities so that the activities at Ankobra River would not affect our business anymore.
Government knew that the galamsey activities was not good, it was spoiling the river. That's why he banned it. And now, if he has lifted the ban, it means maybe he has found an alternative way for them to do their mining. So our appeal and advice is that he should make sure that the ban that he has lifted is not going to send the people back to where they were doing the galamsey activity to spoil the river. If he could send them to far from the river, I think that would be okay. But if you have banned it, now you are lifting it for them to go back to where they were doing it, then I think that is not good.
I engage my young man in Suya. Since the Gamsian ban, you want to I will come her. Is he also enough for the bio 7 million young man? Is he a Namina Abanshumu? Is he a Montanka Kakra? Tinakvaria Danasi. And I'm saying, and I'm just come for Kambank, I come up my Banabaso. No, see, I want to enter Grams India or Major Shumidiano. Now, I said, on Bayadia, with your mom and your Shumpadi, when you are not Ghana and Fantmapa and Fra.
These fears got me to visit the Elembla District Chief Executive, Kwesi Bonzo, who tells me the procured drones and the district committees against illegal mining are set to safeguard the river.
Our mandate is basically to monitor activities of the small-scale miners, those who have been regulated, those who have been licensed to operate. So now the difference is that everybody that is operating there must have a license, and that makes it easier for us to regulate them, to monitor them, and they have defined concessions within which to work, and there are tracking systems that are being put on their equipment that is being used, so we can always track whether they are within the boundaries of their concessions or they're going beyond the boundaries. And government has also trained drone pilots who are going to fly drones all over the place to be able to make sure that the small-scale miners are working according to laid down rules and regulations. And whoever is found culpable will be dealt with by the law. We have 2 trained pilots who have gone through all the necessary training at UMAT. They've gone on to have the military training at the military camp at Asuchari, and they've come back and they have been posted to the district committee against illegal mining. So we are working hand in hand. Each district is going to be given 1 drone and there will be another one on standby for us to be able to make sure that 24/7 we can always monitor the activities of the small-scale miners.
When is a drone expected in the district?
Anytime soon, because even as we speak now, most of them have not started operations. So it might even be a wasteful venture to put a drone out there now. The assurance that government will do our part, but then the communities will also support us, because galamsey and illegal mining always takes place when the environment is conducive, when people decide to connive with the operators who are doing it. So part of our duties is to sensitize those along the rivers that, look, if they see any illegal activity, they shouldn't hesitate to inform us so that we can move in quickly.
With the ban on artisanal small-scale mining now lifted, the expectation of residents of Ankobra is for government to intensify its monitoring processes such that the recovery that has actually started here in Ankobra will not be cut short. For City News, I am Akwese Jenim.